The growth of video podcasts from West Yorkshire and England, the latest from our daily newsletter at podnews.net. The number of open podcasts are on the rise. In November last year, Podcast Index listed 39,000 video podcasts, but as of June this year, the number had grown by over a quarter to nearly 51,000. Apple has recently put video podcasts in the spotlight again. Spotify launched its own proprietary video podcast tool in April. Veritonic has announced a $7.5 million Series A funding round with a bunch of different investors, including Lavrock Ventures. Triton Digital released its US podcast ranker for May. The Ben Shapiro Show climbed above Climb Junkie. Stitcher Media remains number one network. The ranker measures participating publishers only. Here's a fun fact for you. The website for the Linux Foundation's podcast, The Untold Stories of Open Source, uses a Spotify embedded player which uses a DRM solution and makes a certificate call to a Widevine server on load. A reminder that Sounds Profitable's research on the people that make podcasts, the creators, is presented in a live and free webinar at 1 p.m. Eastern Time today. As a sponsor, we've seen the results. Some data is surprisingly good news. Other data, surprisingly not. And 3 Shots of Tequila has joined Acast. Started in 2016, it was previously a Spotify exclusive, and the show is now available wherever you get your podcasts. And in podcast news, which Formula One driver received death threats and hired a bodyguard at the end of last season, all because he crashed into a wall? Choosing sides, F1 unveils the excitement and thrills of Formula One racing in a new podcast from iHeartMedia and Sports Illustrated Studios today. And Curl Up and DI from Folding Pocket is already making headway into the trending charts before its release on Thursday. It claims it's the UK's first major scripted fiction podcast to feature household name acting talent, including Catherine Kelly, Vic Reeves and Morgana Robinson. A surrealist comedy drama is a murder mystery that sees a pair of hapless police officers turning to their hairdressers for their help in solving an escalating murder problem. And that's the latest from our newsletter. To read all the stories and subscribe, we're at podnews.net.